Hello, just going to do a quick run through here of my cartoon animation component pack. So running through some examples, I've got four main effects in the pack. First of all, we have a idle hover component. As you can see there, you've got a couple of different parameters set, how high it'll hover, how fast it'll go up and down, the spin direction and the spin speed, which can all kind of be configured. So this could be just for spinning coins or something like a quest marker, or anything just to give a bit of life to an otherwise static object. Over here we've just got like a collection animation, so you could essentially play that when you run over a coin or sonic rings or anything like that. You got spin speed, how fast it scales, what it scales to before it disappears, and particles to play when it finishes. Moving over here, we've got the wobble component. So essentially you can play the animation in any axis of the mesh and it will stretch and squash in kind of like a dampening sine wave wobble. So it could be cool for like a trampoline, or jumping on top of any kind of cartoony substance, anything like that really. And finally we have the movement stretch and squash. So this here essentially takes parameters like your max speed and the max stretch, and it will stretch according to how fast you're currently going compared to your max speed in the direction that you're traveling. So basically just a few different things that could help add life to a bunch of different projects. And I'll jump over to an example I quickly put together just on how you'd go about using them in something like a level. So here we've got some platforms that kind of move back and forward at different speeds using the stretch and squash. So for all static meshes here, it just gives a bit more life to it. The coins here are just with the desync parameter enabled so that they're not all perfectly in sync. And then as I collect them, we've just got these effects. And then with the platforms, I've also got the wobble, so if I jump on top of that, it kind of bounces as I jump on top of it. So that just shows kind of some of the different ways you can use these. So you can use them in tandem. Obviously these have the stretch and squash and the wobble. And I've also given an example of a projectile. So the projectile is using the stretch and squash there, and then when it actually hits something, it's doing a brief wobble. So a bit exaggerated, obviously just a cube, just to show off the effect, but you could very clearly see how you could just scale those effects down slightly and have that as a nice little addition to something like an arrow or a bullet or anything like that. It just gives a bit more life to it.